was just announced that South Carolina is moving ahead with unconstitutionally drawn districts for this year's election. And I know, par for the course. But the details actually get even more infuriating. Firstly, the map was ruled unconstitutional over a year ago. The inefficiency in this case and the fact that the districts were never redrawn is completely by design. In January of 2023, a panel of 3 judges found that Republican lawmakers had unconstitutionally redrawn certain districts in South Carolina. Basically, they had moved 62% or 30,000 Black voters out of District 1 in order to directly benefit white GOP incumbent Nancy Mace in the upcoming election. Again, par for the course. This decision was then appealed to the Supreme Court with both parties requesting an expedited decision on this because running an election takes planning and time. The Supreme Court agreed to hear arguments in October and has still not ruled, which I'm sorry, but absolutely has to be by design. That's not even the wildest thing, which I will get to. Racial gerrymandering goes against the 14th and 15th Amendments and is absolutely unconstitutional. So it's pretty clear that short of overturning what is very obviously the correct decision, the next best thing for conservatives is to just run out the clock so that these districts have to be used for this election. And that's exactly what happened. But remember how I said that that's not even the wildest part? This is the wildest part. Basically, the defense argued that they didn't redraw these districts based on race, but rather politics. I'm sorry, I failed to see how that's better. You're telling me that it is a legal defense, that it is perfectly legal and acceptable for state lawmakers of a certain party to redraw district maps in a way that explicitly is intended to benefit their party? Because make no mistake, that's exactly what that argument is. They didn't remove 30,000 Black voters in order to benefit their GOP incumbent and help themselves maintain power. No. Instead, they just removed 30,000 Democratic voters in order to benefit their GOP incumbent and help themselves maintain power. What is wrong with these people? The worst part might be that best case scenario, Supreme Court is in fact running out the clock, right? Worst case scenario, they genuinely are still deliberating whether or not that defense holds weight. And if it does, that constitutionally legitimizes the idea that lawmakers in power can redistrict in ways that explicitly and openly benefit their party.